What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Fill in the BLANKS. We're going to be doing Transformers this week. A lot of Transformers information. I got C-Bizzle. I got Green Shirt Guy. Let's get this thing started.
It's like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people trying to win the world's greatest monthly giveaway, the Council of Comics. And as always, the loyal council. But today, C-Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy are here to draw you some Transformers. Oh,
Against their will.
Yeah.
Against their will. They picked the thing, but it's against their will.
No comment.
All right, so happy Thursday to everybody. I'll put the first hashtag up there. It is Soundwave. Hashtag Soundwave. It's at the bottom.
Greatest Decepticon ever.
It's at the bottom. Make sure you put that in there. And then I'll bring up my list here. So what we're doing today is Transformers. See, I'm messing up all this stuff here. Hold on. There he is. All right, there they are. We're doing Transformers. It's part of their Energon Universe trilogy. Last couple weeks ago, they did Void Rivals. That was a great show. Now they're doing Transformers. We'll finish it out in a couple weeks. They'll do G.I. Joe to finish out the Energon Universe. Anything you guys want to say to the people?
Like I said before, Soundwave is the greatest Decepticon ever.
Ever?
Ever.
I would say if you're planning on starting your own drawing show, don't draw Transformers. They're a pain in the balls. Too much crap.
So much lines.
Because you got to be detailed with it, right? Like,
Well, it's not even the detail. It's just there's
No.
too many straight lines. And it, like,
Yeah.
if you screw something up, it just doesn't look right.
Yes. He's
Or
right.
you can finesse and play some jazz with normal characters.
Yes.
all right, so what tools are you guys working with?
I am still using my drafting pencils. I love these. I've been using them a lot. These are the Graph Gear 500. I got a set of them, as you can see. And I'm using 0.5 lead and 2.5 leads. One has a little thinner lead to it, little thinner thickness to it, so I could just do this quick sketch, and then I could go over with the thicker lead. Then I have the big 9.0 to really hammer out shadows and details.
Cool. What about you, Green Shirt Guy?
So I don't know what you can see and what you can't see because I can't see myself. I usually start off digitally. I think anybody who watches the show knows that. Onto the cover, so I don't have to sit and draw it 3 times. I did a rough the other day, so I'm still in the process of light boxing it on here. Blue pencil. I don't know if you can see my light box or not.
Sure.
And then when I start inking, I'm going to use my typical 0.3 Copic liner, which I love. And I'm going to have to buy more because I think the ink's going to die on me soon. And then I have a brush pen around here somewhere. I just don't see it.
Let me get the camera set on your drawings. Hold on 1 second.
Might have to get a ruler out here in a minute.
That's what I was thinking too. but I can't find my ruler.
Oh, I have so many of them because I lose them all the time.
That's what I need to go ahead and invest in. You don't need no expensive rulers.
Right.
You
Well,
want-
I get those, like
So
a bunch of plastic ones that are like 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah, I normally wait until back to school.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's not a bad time.
that way that you get them for cheaper.
One for them, one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, I thought we were buying my supplies.
Yeah. Shut up.
I watch you in this world. I'll pick you out. Make no difference to me. I'll look at other one. Looks just like it.
Exactly.
All right, finally figured it out. All right.
Hashtag fatherhood.
Yeah, right.
So I had to come up with some quick facts.
Quick facts. You a Transformer fan? You had to come up with quick.
Well, no. I know stuff, but I want to get everything right. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I got
Rely on
you.
my old memory. Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
So the Transformers. Well, I'll just read what it has here. The history of the Transformers is a rich blend of toys, comics, animation, and film that began in the early 1980s and has since grown into one of the most iconic sci-fi franchises in pop culture. They had their origins in the early 80s with Takara Toys. They made 2 robot lines, a Diaclone and Microchange. And then in 1984, Hasbro licensed these toys and rebranded them as the Transformers. And Marvel Comics came along and developed a storyline to give the characters like names and personalities and factions and stuff. The original series is Transformer G1 from 1984 to 1990. It launched in 1984 alongside the toy line and Marvel Comics series. The story centered on the Autobots led by Optimus Prime and battling Decepticons led by Megatron. And it happened mostly on Earth. And then that Transformers the movie came in 1986.
Traumatized a generation.
Woo!
First time I cried because of a television show.
Yeah, they did everything. They cursed in that thing.
See that I don't remember.
Yeah. When Unicron is sucking the first moon up, Spike goes, "Oh shit, that thing is big," and they left it in there.
I had to watch it again. I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch it just for that scene.
Yeah, and the movie introduced new characters like Rodimus, Galvatron, Unicron, killed off Optimus, as most of you already know, and it
Spoiler
continued.
alert, man.
The animated series continued until 1987 in the U.S., and then Japan created its own continuation called the Headmasters and Victory,
Oh, yeah,
which I
remember
would love
Headmaster.
to watch.
Yeah.
But I don't think they have like English dubs to them, so
No.
it's like kind of hard to understand.
Go learn
They, don't,
Japanese.
they have sub. Do they have sub
I don't know.
version? They should have a
I don't know.
subtitle.
I've yet to find like on YouTube or anywhere like the
Now,
series.
do you mind it being if it was subtitled? Would you watch it?
I would still watch it, yeah, because it has the same animation. They just continued it.
Okay.
Like the Americans stopped, but the Japan just kept it going.
I'm real big on subtitle anime.
In the 1990s, it had its reinvention era.
Yep.
Um,
That with Beast Wars?
well, first it started off with Transformers Generation 2 from 1993 to 1995. They kind of like rebranded the cartoon. There's little slight new beginnings and updates. And then it jumped in 1996 to Beast Wars.
Okay.
Beast Wars was critical success. It kind of like brought revitalization back to the brand. It introduced the Maximals and the Predacons.
Yep.
And connected them to the G1 storyline.
Yep.
through some like time travel arcs. That series was followed by Beast Machines in 1999, which was a direct sequel. Had more of a philosophy to it, philosophical tone to it. In the 2000s, they kind of had more of a global expansion. Japan created several series like Car Robots in the year 2000. It was later released in the U.S. as Robots in Disguise in 2001. And then Transformers, Armada, Energon, and Cybertron
Mm-hmm.
from 2002 to 2006. I actually really like those comics from Devil's Due, I believe it was. Was it Devil's Due?
Yeah,
No. Or was it was?
I think
They did
so.
yeah. Or DreamWorks. It was DreamWorks. Not
Okay.
Dream. Was it DreamWorks? I don't know.
You
One
got
of
me
them.
confused now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm old.
Then in 2007, the live action era came in. Michael Bay directed the first live action
Yeah.
Transformers movie. It starred Shia LaBeouf and Megan
Megan
Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
Woo. Love me some
Um,
Megan Fox.
featured some heavy CGI battles. Like
Yeah.
we're talking like every single part of the Transformer you could see moving. They made it an emphasis that you see every little piece.
Not during the fights though.
Yeah. And that was followed by sequels. They had Revenge of the Fallen in 2009, Dark of the Moon in 2011, Age of Extinction in 2014, and The Last Night in 2017. And then in 2018, they released Bumblebee, which was kind of a reboot prequel and had more nostalgic feels to it. It was a critical success. People liked it. And then it had its sequel in 2023, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, and they introduced the Beast Wars characters into the cinematic universe. What else? I had some other animated shows like Transformers Prime from 2010 to 2013. That was a great show. I don't know if you guys ever watched Transformers Prime, but that was great.
I
Um,
don't remember if I did.
that was
didn't.
really, really good. And Transformers War for Cybertron on Netflix from 2020 to 2021. That was also really good, but it was just, I guess the animation kind of like, it was more like computer
Yeah.
gaming type thing. They used the computer gaming model to do the animation, so it was a little weird. But that was also pretty good. And then comics have been published by Marvel, Dreamwave, IDW, and more recently Skybound. And I'll even say Devil's Due up there because they did some as well. The franchise continues to evolve. The key themes of it is identity, war, loyalty, transformation, family, and the iconic characters are Optimus, Bumblebee, Starscream, Megatron, which remain like cultural icons. So that's some information on the Transformers.
Yep. Also, if you want to watch the G1 Transformers, it's on Tubi.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff on Tubi.
I love
it gets
Tubi.
Enough credit.
Yeah, I love Tubi.
All right, so we're ready for you talk first, I talk first?
Yeah, we can do that. Where's my coin?
Find your coin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little segment that we call.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
And Green Shirt Guy.
Hold on. 1 second. I had a coin, but I've got one over here. It's just a regular nickel. I'm going to do my best to catch it again. So go ahead, C-Bizzle. Heads or tails?
We're going with tails this time around.
It is. If you can see, I'll try and get closer. It is tails.
Sweet. You can ask your questions first this week.
All right, well, I set them down. Hold on. Crap. Of course I set them down. I need something, right? All right. So you have to get rid of, or one of them will leave to never return. Which team from Detroit are you cutting?
Red Wings.
Really?
Yes.
Aren't they the
Ever
most
since-
successful of all the teams?
As far as championships go, yes. But ever since we moved from the Western Conference to the Eastern Conference, we've been poo-pooed.
Fair.
So I don't want, yeah, because I always like when I was growing up, I was a baseball fan back when the Tigers won it in '84. Then I became a Pistons fan. I'm a diehard Pistons fan, and
I'm
then
aware.
the Lions. I'm also a diehard Lions fan as well. So because I rank them as Pistons, Lions, Tigers, and Red Wings. That's how my fan base goes.
Now, you don't throw the shock in there too?
I did until they left. Now they were in Tulsa, and then they
Oh,
moved
is that
from
right?
Tulsa to Dallas. So right now they're in Dallas.
This is how much you can. This is how you can tell I don't watch the WNBA.
But there's in talks of them maybe getting another team in Detroit.
Oh, so the NBA can subsidize another team.
Facts,
Yeah, I said it.
and I agree with you.
I just that whole argument of, well, we got to make sure that what's it, like they've been around for what, almost 20 years now,
Over
and that
here,
league has never made money.
never, constantly losing money,
Right.
but they want to get paid as much as NBA players.
Well, here's the thing though: if you want the same percentage, you can get 70% of zero. It's the same as getting 10% of zero.
Exactly.
By that rationale, you owe the league money.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay.
Don't get me in a rant about that. I will.
No. I think you and I could go for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were a transformer, what would you transform her into or from? So you're you now, but your other form is what?
If I could transform into anything, this is gonna sound very weird, but as a kid growing up, and I don't know why I never got one. I had a couple opportunities to get one, but I've always loved the Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Okay.
And I saw it when I was a kid, and I had a couple opportunities. I could have purchased one, especially like 6 years ago before I got the car I got now. I could have purchased one, but I wasn't thinking. But I would transform to a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Okay. What about you, Sam?
What would I transform into?
Yeah. Hold on, I
Mhm.
gotta find. Oh, that's my phone. Keep going. I'm just gonna turn this off.
My favorite car. I always liked the Jeep.
Well, you don't. Here's the thing: you guys went with vehicles. It doesn't have to be a vehicle.
Yeah.
You could be anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I want to be able to move though. You know what I mean? I don't want-
that's my biggest thing.
That's fair.
Like I could have been a TV, but now I just be stationary. You know, yeah. I could put something else, but that's inappropriate for the show. But we're not gonna go there,
I'm gonna switch up so we can see everything.
especially with Sam. If Sam wasn't here with Cliff or Phil, I would have said it.
Yeah,
Sam here.
yeah, yeah.
I can't really say it.
Let me just finish this.
What about
I
you,
don't
Grinch?
think I'm
Guy?
gonna
What
get
would you
mine
transform
really
into?
much. What's that?
What would you transform into?
Oh, geez. I would transform into a Bugatti Veyron.
Oh Lord, you trying to be
I'm
You trying to be the
bougie
fastest
and
thing on them?
fast.
Yeah, you trying to be the fastest thing out there. I see you.
It's not actually my favorite car, but I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
I'm an Aston Martin guy, but can't go wrong with it.
I used to work right next door to a Maserati dealership,
Oh yeah,
and I'll see all those cars every time I go to work.
that Maserati's always had electrical problems. I don't think I'd want one of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, so there's two answers you can have for this, and I will accept both. Your inside sound wave.
Pause.
Which tape inside sound wave would you be? You can either take that as the current character, or you can take that as what cassette tape that you listen to would you like to be inside Soundwave?
Oh, okay. So the first part of the question, I would be like the character I would be is Thumper. Always loved that character. The music I would listen to, that the cassette I would be if you play me, would be Radio Die with Biggie.
Okay.
Ready to Die. I'm sorry.
Right on.
I think it'd be perfect as a Transformer if I play that.
Right on. You want to weigh in, Sam, or no? You're muted.
I was checking something. What was the question again?
So you're a cassette tape inside Soundwave.
Oh, okay. What tape would I be? Let's think back. I was a big Tupac fan. I was a very big Tupac fan. For rap, I would do probably Machiavelli.
Of course.
That's a great album right there. For rock, because I had a rock side to me too earlier on when I was young.
I still do.
My favorite band was Def Leppard.
Really? Now that
Nice.
I gotta tell you what, that's news. I don't think I would have. If you
Love Def Leppard. Yep.
I wouldn't.
I'm more of a Guns N' Roses guy myself.
I like Guns N' Roses, but I hated Guns N' Roses because they always beat Def Leppard on the MTV. On the MTV thing, Guns N' Roses would always be number one.
Hey, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah, but Def Leppard to me was so cool. But then they just got tragedy after tragedy.
They did.
It was just so wild. The fact that the drummer lost his arm in a car accident and kept going. They made him like another little drum set where you could just use one arm and his feet, and they were still able to. They went on to make their best album during that. That was pretty cool for me.
To be fair, though, it's not like he was doing anything super difficult as a drummer. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
like he was doing.
He wasn't like what's his face from. Like that's that drummer from
Rush?
Yes, you read my mind.
Neil Peart.
Yeah, he's not like he's that dude. Are you covering your drawing, Green Sugar?
What do you mean?
Your camera's out for your drawing.
Oh, hold on. I must have hit something. Hold on, I'll fix it. Keep going. Oh, you know. Oh, here. How about now?
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. Nobody look at my stomach while I stand up.
That's why I be like, I don't nobody see my gut.
Yeah.
I barely want my lady to see my gut.
Okay. So we're gonna go ink it or erase it.
Okay.
Riding shotgun.
Oh, I'm going to ink that because sometimes I just get tired of driving everywhere.
That's
And
fair.
you see more while you're chillaxing.
You see
You
things
know,
you didn't see, like even in your own neighborhood. Like, when did that go in there?
right?
Well, that's been there for a week. Oh well, I'm usually paying attention to the road.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill us.
Right.
So yeah, definitely shotgun. What about you? What about you, Sam?
Say it again.
You want shotgun? Ink it or erase it?
Anchor or erase it.
Yeah. Do
I'm new to
you?
this.
Oh, so
So
ink it means
keep it.
yes. Yeah,
Erase
keep
it.
it.
Oh, for
Yeah.
what? Now, what do I pick for that? What do you mean?
So-
Would you
So
riding
I give you
shotgun?
things that you can. Yeah. So
Riding
one of the
shot.
things-
Oh, riding shotgun. Ink it or erase it.
Yeah.
I like to drive.
You do?
Talking about car- Yeah, I like to drive.
I do for a certain extent, but every once in a while, I just want to be the passenger. I want to be the what's they call it?
I do it once in a while. I like to.
Passionate.
Kamaria drives, but she doesn't like to drive. I don't
Oh.
mind driving, so it's like a good combination. But every now and then, I don't feel like driving. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And she's cool with it. And you just
I wanna be a
forget, like,
passenger.
sitting shotgun, you just forget. It's just a lot of just like, unless you're on your phone, it's just sitting there. And like, okay.
Yeah, but that's relaxing though.
And then you got to be kind of like the conversationalist to
Yeah.
be the one speaking.
You now, where do you stand on the person in the shotgun seat controlling the radio?
Your art. Wait, hold on. What'd you say? Your art fell
I said,
off, but I put it back on.
Where do you stand on the person in riding shotgun controls the radio?
I got a pretty open mind on music, so I like to make them feel comfortable. So
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever you want to play. But in general, when it's just me and Kamaria, I'll play what I like to play, and she'll listen to it, and she's kind of like, okay. She likes some of it, she doesn't like it, but then she'll pick some too. But majority, I let them pick.
Yeah.
You're nicer than me. My feeling is it's my car. I'm driving. I decide.
It just depends on who I'm riding with, and if I know their music taste. If your music taste is a garbage, no, don't listen to my radio. There's only certain things I will listen to, some things I won't. And despite contrary belief, I do listen to country music.
I could see that.
Do you?
Well, you almost
Yeah.
have to. You live in Texas.
Well, I was listening to country music before I moved down here.
Well, I'm saying
I'm a
if
Detroiter.
you didn't, though, you don't have a choice.
True.
I'm gonna probably end up penciling most of this, not actually inking any of it. But all right. Ink it or erase it. Slip-on sneakers.
Oh,
Like
we
specifically
going to
made to slip on, not like you just shove your feet in and go.
yeah.
I
We're going to
I like it.
we're inking that. We're definitely inking that.
I don't own
My
any.
fat-
So I have no
With
friends.
my fat feet, I don't own any either. I do that. I do the other option that you said. I just shove my feet into my shoes. Like I would tie them good one time, and that's it.
Is that right?
I mean,
I
unless
wear
like
sandals a lot.
if I were to go out walking and do some exercise, then I relace them up, so I won't like roll my ankle or anything like that.
Right. No, I wear my Adidas sandals a lot. If I'm not wearing sneakers, that's what I'm wearing. So and I can
So-
get in and out of those like, you know.
So do you put socks on in your sandals?
Hell
or no?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ankle socks. I'm not going, you know, back in the 60s.
Yeah.
You know, up by
I don't know what people's problem is about that.
Hell yeah. And all of my socks are black.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I switched over to black socks too. The
I'm still wearing white.
The black looks better longer.
It does. It does.
Well, the thing is with me, when I wear socks, if I'm going going to work, I wear socks. I come home, I would change my socks so I could wear around the house. And then if I'm about to go outside or go to run some errands, I'll change my socks again. On an average day, I'll probably change my socks 3 to 4 times a day.
Really?
Yeah,
Nah. I could be bothered.
yeah, yeah. I know most people can't, but with me, yeah.
All right, let's
What
see.
other inks and erases you got?
Ink it or erase it. Dark beer.
I'm going to ink it. I actually make a good beer dip using Guinness. And it's I'll give you the recipe. It's real easy. I learned it in Minnesota. One thing about living in Minnesota, a lot of hot.
PMCs.
They don't call casserole dishes. They call them hot dishes.
Of course.
So I got so many dishes from that when I lived there, and I got the beer dip recipe. Like, yeah, and it's quite delicious. And you have to have it with pretzels.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? You know, when you don't do this stuff dark, you forget what you were doing.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on, let me just do this.
So many lines.
All right. Ink it or erase it. The statement. LeBron James is the GOAT.
Oh,
erase it from existence.
I'm going to say erase it, and it's because I know I'm going to what you say? What you be saying, Richard Guy? Split the room.
I say that a lot. You're right.
Yes, if somebody asked me who's the GOAT, I don't have a GOAT. I base mine off eras because each of these players, like the stuff that Bill Russell had to deal with on and off the court, is different from what Jordan had to do
Correct.
on and off the court.
And you know what's funny? I just watched the HBO Max Celtic City documentary. I just finished it this week. I had started a while back. I only watched like the first one. I was like, all right, well, I finished it. And there were some things I learned about some of the earlier teams I didn't know, and some of the teams in the 70s.
Yeah.
This is in no way throwing shade against Bill Russell, because I think he's one of the all-time greats. That's not it at all.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say about some of those early Celtic teams, and it would have been the case if somebody else did it too, there's only like 10 teams in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if you put a good team together, you're probably going to win a bunch in a row.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people. That's why I said you can't. It's not. I always tell people it's not Bill Russell's. It's not Wilt Chamberlain's fault for them being born in that era.
No.
If you look at if Wilt Chamberlain was in this era and got the same like training and medical treatment and things of that nature, Wilt Chamberlain will be regarded as one of the greatest players of all time. Like,
yeah,
he was.
I just find it funny, especially in this current era, where they're like, "Well, the greatest players are playing right now." I'm like,
no.
Get more days off.
Who says
Get
that?
more days off.
Wow.
More days off. I'll give you they're more athletic. I'm not.
Yeah.
I won't dispute that. I think some.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say there are guys in past eras who would still be fine in this era athletically.
Yes. Yes.
I would say just on average, the average athletic ability has gone up, but the average fundamentals and just general skill set has dropped.
Yes.
1,000%
agree.
You got more time off. You got load management. You got this freedom of movement through the lane nonsense. To me is like,
yeah,
what is it?
No hand checking rule.
Right. So with all that going on, you got more time off. You have the best doctors, the best recovery stuff, and yet these guys are still getting hurt more than the guys used to. So please explain that to me.
Yep.
And they still complain that they don't have enough time off.
Yep.
So I would also erase it because I wouldn't necessarily say that LeBron's the best in his own era.
Yeah, because Steph Curry beat him several times.
I wouldn't even put him past Kobe yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
me.
Michael Jordan was the greatest player I ever seen play basketball.
I don't disagree with you. C-Bizzle's gonna fight us, but that's okay.
Yeah, I will.
I wasn't a Jordan fan. I didn't like Jordan at all. Like, he beat my team, but like just watching him, and then afterwards I'd be like, "Damn it, that's the greatest player of all time right there." Like, if the ball was in his hands, in those 6 championship years, whenever that ball was in his hands in the last minute or so or seconds, you lost. You have lost that game because he made all of it. The
Yep.
shot,
Did he though?
everything.
Did
Huh?
he though?
He
Did
did
he
Yes,
though.
occasionally. I'm not, but not when.
I give you
Tell me that your heart rate did not jump when he got the ball.
names. I give you 2 names: Craig Hodges, John Paxson.
Nah. Well, they helped.
You can't give me Craig
Yeah.
Hodges. Don't start with
They
Craig
helped.
Hodges.
He hit the game-winning shot for him.
What game?
The
Several
Jazz.
games in the playoffs.
What
Yeah.
game?
Craig Hodges,
When?
Craig Hodges
Not
was
during-
one
not
of
during
the best.
championship run.
Well, Craig Hodges was one of the best shooters in the
Wait.
NBA.
Craig
Craig
Hodges was a
Hodges?
great 3-point shooter. I'll give you that. Craig
Yes,
Hodges
he was
not
one of the
a
best
great player.
shooters.
And
He
John,
was a-
here's the thing: John Paxson was a great shooter. I will 100% give you that. However, who's the one passing him the ball?
Because he's a point. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna give him the. Of course, they're gonna give him the ball. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But let's speak facts. What's one player that beat Jordan, Bird, and Magic Johnson all in their primes? You don't know? Isaiah Thomas.
So I wouldn't say Jordan was quite in his prime yet.
He wasn't in his prime in those years.
He didn't hit his
1990?
zenith till
1990?
he was
No.
still on the come. I will
Nah,
say
he was in his prime.
No, he couldn't have been in his
Yes.
prime.
Yeah, he was in his prime.
You just want him to be in his prime because you beat him.
A few wait a minute.
you're just
In
picking, you're just taking up for the Detroit guy.
1988,
From Chicago.
1988, he dropped 63 on Larry Bird.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
1986.
That doesn't mean that's your prime, though. if you do that.
1986.
That's even
1986
better.
on a team where he was the only scorer, and the Celtics had 4 Hall of Famers.
Proves my point even more.
And Larry Bird's coming off back-to-back MVP seasons.
That proves my point even more. That means Jordan was in his prime during that time. And he was still able to score 63 points on a highly defensive Boston Celtics team.
Because they
saying.
couldn't guard him.
Yeah, that means he was in his prime. But Isaiah stopped him.
No.
Isaiah stopped Jordan.
Jordan was in his prime.
The Pistons helped Jordan be who he is.
His first 3 rings was Jordan's prime, and even after that, it wasn't his prime, and he won another 3 rings.
I would say he was in his prime in that 72-10 season too, because that's pretty different.
Yeah, that was crazy.
To leave for 2 years, just a little over 2, come back and change your game and still dominate a league, to me is impressive.
Yeah.
All right, we could go on. I could go on Jordan all night.
Me too.
Ink or erase it. The cinnamon twists from Taco Bell.
I'm going to erase it. That's not my favorite thing
Ooh.
at Taco Bell. I don't care too much for it. It's okay if somebody else buys it and buys it Taco Bell and they want to add it in there, I'm okay with that. But if it's I don't actively seek it out.
No, I'm not saying that. No, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not ordering it at all. If I do, it's probably for my son.
Well, I don't usually order them myself, but they usually come in with I'll get a meal and they come with them.
Yeah, it comes with it. Yeah.
It's not like going, make sure you throw cinnamon twist in. It's like, it comes with them. Like, okay,
good. Yeah. Don't forget my cinnamon twist. I cut you.
Let's put for this first duck. You have 15 seconds to put it in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Sound wave. 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw. Round and round. There's only 3 of you that put it in there. Who will it be? C-Bizzle.
Hey.
Who are you picking, C-Bizzle?
Okay. So let me see. On up. Let's give it to Hall Yeah Comics. He was the first person that I see in the chat.
Oh, yeah. All right, oh, yeah, you are in there. Next hashtag is to light our darkest hour.
You're making them work for those ducks.
You gotta earn that duck. You gotta earn that duck. All right. Oh.
I may have underestimated
Uh,
difficulty on this.
there's a new member. It's Old Wolf 65.
Oh snap! You know what you gotta do.
Give him a little thank you. Give him a little thank you. Here's that count.
Now, does he get a duck as well?
Yes, he
Okay.
does. I'm gonna write it in
That's
there
why I
right
didn't give him the duck because I knew he was gonna get one.
here.
That's what it is.
Heck yeah, that's how I do things.
Let's
Try
see
to be all
what's here.
diplomatic and stuff.
So shout out to Old Wolf and shout out to Hall Yeah and shout out to Space Case Collectibles. Phil's in here. Transform
Phil.
and roll out.
One of my favorite hosts.
Phil says there must be a subtitle version of that Transformer stuff we were talking about.
Yep,
If anybody can find it, Phil can find it.
Heck
Shout out
yeah.
to Kenneth Bird, Humphrey Castro, Brother John
Oh, Phil will find it.
Comics,
That might not be from a
They all in here? I didn't see them.
Joseph
copyrighted
Michaels.
source.
Joseph Michaels is in here too.
Yes, sir.
All these people. Lord, look at that. There they
Why do
go.
we choose Transformers? So many straight lines.
All right, C-Bizzle, it's your turn.
Hold on, I got
Wait,
3 more.
3 more?
Three
Okay,
more.
let's go. Mine's is short. Only have like 5 each.
All right. Ink to erase it. This last ink to erase it. The baseball pitch clock.
Oh, that
baseball
counter they have to
pitch
do. Is that what you're referring to?
What's that?
what do you mean the
Are you
baseball
referring to-
pitch clock?
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
So you-
Because pitchers got a certain amount of time they have to throw that pitch.
Right. And the batter
there a
can't leave,
clock?
and the batter can only leave the box once per at bat.
One
Is there a
per at-bat,
clock
yeah.
though?
Yes. There's literal
It's like,
clock.
it's like 25 seconds. It's
Yes.
45 seconds. For
When
the
did they
pitch.
introduce that?
Last year?
I don't know. If it
I haven't
was
watched
last year in the
baseball in a while,
minors, but
so-
I think it's this year in major leagues.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's to speed up
They-
the
they-
game,
they-
huh?
Yep.
Well, it's what
That's
it's supposed
the
to
main
do.
reason. I am
Yeah.
going to erase it because it's
Thank
stupid.
you.
Yeah.
For me, baseball is supposed to be a slow down, not slow it down, but a leisurely pace.
Leisure.
It's the one sport you can have a conversation with someone at the ballpark
Yes.
while the game's going on because every
Yes.
pitch matters, but you can still have a conversation.
Yes.
But just about every other sport, you have to pay attention the whole time.
Yes.
But green shirt guy, you can't make no money like that.
Yeah, well,
But we know
you can.
the
Sure
reason
you can.
why.
it's not like baseball's losing money. These players are making $50-60 million now. Give me a break.
Man.
All
Didn't
right,
somebody
so-
sign for like 700 million? Was it Juan
Well,
Soto or somebody?
Ohtani signed, but then remember the Dodgers got sneaky and they deferred it all to like
Yeah.
$1 million. And I don't know
Yeah.
how Major League Baseball went. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, Albert Bell. Every time.
Yeah,
That reminds
well,
me of Albert
no.
Bell.
Like they're not even paying it. Like when he retires is when he gets his money,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
Albert Bell's contract was different. It's much like Bonilla because Bonilla's still getting paid by the Mets.
That's what I mean.
Because they
Not
couldn't afford
Albert.
to pay
Yeah,
him at
that's
one
what I
point.
mean. Bonilla,
They made
yeah.
they made it into like an annuity. So
Yeah.
Bobby
they-
Boo.
whereas- So yeah. So I have.
Was
I
it
have
the
a
last
wait
year for
around-
Bonilla?
The greatest contract ever was Bobby Bonilla.
Did it end? Did that end it?
Bobby
did
Bonilla
that
had the
end it
greatest
this year?
contract ever for a baseball player.
Well,
He
you
did
I
know
thought
his
it
what's
ended
funny
this year.
is that's the one that gets all the headlines, but he's still
Yeah.
getting paid by the Baltimore Orioles too,
Really?
because
Ah,
they did the same thing. So they still own for like another 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
ah.
Interesting.
All right, so I have two would you rather's, but I can do those later if you have some.
Okay, I do got some on would you rather's, but we're gonna do my questions first. Okay, now this is not just for Green Shirt Guy. This is for chat and this is for our host. Which Transformer would you choose as a mentor? Optimus
Jeez.
Prime or Bumblebee, and why?
Who goes first? I go first. You go first. I can go first. I got it already.
Go ahead.
It's Optimus all the way.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay.
It's always Optimus.
Because you be optimistic, eh?
He was. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a perfect character, right? Like
Yeah.
Optimus Prime, like the prime optimism. And
Yeah.
and listen, I honestly believe if they didn't get what's his name? Who's the
Peter
guy?
Cullen.
Peter Cullen to do his voice, it would have never worked out the way it worked out.
I
That voice
agree.
is iconic.
Is up there with James Earl Jones, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although in James Earl Jones, Darth Vader in Rogue One, his voice does some weird things. It's still
Yeah.
Darth Vader, but it doesn't
Yeah,
sound
because
like
it's morphed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
which makes no sense because it's not like he's dead and they had to make it work.
well, they were
Right.
trying to make it sound like if you listen to A New Hope, it
Mhm.
sounded a little younger, a little more like a little pep in it. They try to make his old voice sound young. That's why it sounded a
Yeah.
little strange.
Okay. Next question. If you could redesign any Transformer, which one would it be, and what changes would you make?
Redesign any Transformer. What changes would I make? Let me think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking the toy or just in general?
Just in general.
I
In
would.
my case, I would make an updated version of Soundwave. So instead of a cassette player, it will be
An MP3 player?
But even that's outdated, though. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you're not wrong.
A
Maybe
phone. Soundwave would be a
phone.
phone.
yeah,
It'd basically be a phone.
or to keep in line with him having things come out of him, a video game console.
Yeah, but a lot of that's
Mm,
is what do you call it now too? Is streaming.
Well, no, they still got like Nintendo, PlayStation. They still got discs.
Well, I know, but
Yeah.
but they're trying to make it so that you can't get them.
Yes, especially Nintendo.
you saw what Nintendo did?
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Switch. They can now make your Switch obsolete if they find any tampering with it.
Yeah. So also their physical copies is not an actual game. It's a key. So you put your
Isn't that
key, the
lovely?
physical into the game, and it's a key, so you could download the game, and they could
Right.
turn that key off on and off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't you love that?
that's
Yeah.
wild.
So you technically
That's like,
don't
you remember
own the
years
game.
ago, there was a book, and I can't remember what it was. The Amazon sold, as a Kindle book, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Sorry, you bought it. It's not available anymore," and they basically yanked it back from everybody.
Yep.
Without giving them money?
Nope.
Yep. No money.
That's trash.
Yeah. So what Transformer y'all redesign?
I'm
I
gonna
might take Megatron to make him a different gun.
Oh, that has been my bane for years. I mean, I
What, that is the
understand
gun?
why. Yeah, when they first turned him into a tank, I was like, no.
No, he'd
No.
still be a gun.
But that's
Just make him a
his
different
G1 alt mode though. That was his mode before the gun in the
That's
lore.
but that's what I grew up as, is with the gun.
But
I had the gun.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
What you had, yeah.
yeah. I can understand other people not, Oh, that's why it's supposed to go like that. Ah, okay. Oh, it looks a lot better. A lot better.
I'm trying to... Who?
I gotta tell you, I don't like mine.
I absolutely, I'm starting to absolutely love mine.
I'll make something
Maybe
out of it. I'm not loving it.
Maybe I am a Transformer artist.
You know how I'd redesign that fire truck guy? Who's the fire truck guy? I hated his design.
I know who you're talking about. You're gonna have to you're gonna make me look him up.
The one that's on the kids show?
No, I'm from the old G1. Transformers G1 fire truck. What was his name? Inferno.
Yeah. What you did not like about him?
It's just
Design?
this is this fire truck with a big ladder, and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling that. No. And then the other one that annoyed me was the tank guy that had the gun that came out of his chest. You know what I'm talking about?
That looked weird.
That dude. I was like, yeah, no.
That looked weird.
My favorite one, and I probably would not change it ever, is Galvatron.
Galvatron was amazing.
Galvatron was great. I was not like, I wasn't too upset to see Megatron go.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they gave him a suitable replacement.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why I was upset that Optimus Prime was killed off. Nothing against Hot Rod, or AKA Rodimus Prime, but that's not my Prime.
They just didn't give him like. They just made him like. I don't know. They didn't give him those moments. You know what I mean?
No,
it's like they made him they made him Prime, but then it's like they didn't know what to do with him after they made him Prime.
Yep.
And then when you go to season 3 of Transformers, he's like this, like he's supposed to be a Prime, but he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's still in the shadow of Optimus. And as soon as Optimus came back, he was just ready to give. Here you go, take the Matrix back. There you go.
Yep. I don't want it.
Like come on, bro. I liked Hot Rod.
Yeah. Like, I don't want it. You can have it. You can have it back Prime.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Hot Rod, they wouldn't even known the Decepticons were coming.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. Finish your guy? Did you come up with one yet?
I said I would make Megatron a different gun.
Oh, what gun?
Like
an AR-15?
I was thinking that just to piss everyone off. I think that might be the way to go.
Oh, you made me mess up a little bit.
Imagine that you go to the store and it's like an AR. Oh, that would piss off so many people.
Man, you talking about boycott? Okay, so my next question. These are all my questions are Transformers related, by the way. I thought y'all would like that. What do you think is the most underrated Transformer, and why do they deserve more recognition? Now, this could be current comic books, current movies, past movies. So,
I would say it's underrated. With comic book lore, is a little deeper than the animated lore.
Yeah.
Grimlock is a big character.
Yes.
Green shirt guy, your art camera is not up. And he didn't really talk like on the cartoon like me, Grimlock. You know, me, Grimlock, no like you.
No.
Ah!
Yeah.
But in the comic book, he was like he was not like intelligent, but he was like a warrior and king, and he would lead the Autobots at times too. So
Yeah.
Grimlock deserves a little more respect. I really liked Rumble.
Yes.
And what was the other guy?
Thumper.
Frenzy?
Oh, Frenzy. Yeah.
Rumble and Frenzy?
Yeah.
I like them. Hey, he's charismatic. No one calls him charismatic.
I gotta lift up my hand sometimes when y'all answer these questions because I don't want to mess up. What about you, Green Sugar? What is your underrated Transformer?
I don't know if I have an answer for this one.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I can think of one.
What?
I'll tell you who I always liked. Remember how there was the other Porsche? Like
Oh yeah.
The silver one? I always liked him. I never remember his name.
I say mine. Up until recently, it was Soundwave, and here's why I say that. It's because every time I go to Walmart or any other toy store, they'll have Optimus Prime, they have Megatron, they have Bumblebee, they'll have all these characters. I can never find a freaking Soundwave. And you know where I found a couple of figures of Soundwave? At the dollar store. The disrespect, you know.
Go
ahead.
No,
That hurts my feelings. Every time I'm like, can Soundwave get some love in the toy world?
no respect here. I am sad.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rook.
But yeah, I feel that
he was one of the loyalest characters, though, man.
Yeah.
Remember when Megatron was about to die?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Don't leave me, Soundwave. At your command, Megatron."
Yep.
So even in the new comic book too, Soundwave is mad loyal to Megatron.
Yep.
Because
he just doesn't like Starscream that much. He don't respect Starscream.
Oh, I just read the latest issue of Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my good lord! I'm gonna have to spoil it. I'm gonna have to spoil it.
Go ahead.
I'll spoil parts of it, not all of it.
Okay.
But basically, Megatron's trying to get the two factions together, the two Decepticon factions.
Oh, Soundwave and Starscreams.
Yeah, and Astro Train challenges him to a fight, and he beats the mess out of Astro Train. And then he brings them to this place that he hides like Energon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Isn't that right, Starscream?" And he's got like half of Starscream's body ripped off of the tank thing. And Starscream's like, "Please, Megatron, no, please." Da, 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 da. He's like, "Starscream, what are you worried about? Don't be afraid." And he puts him on this thing. And he goes, "I don't want to die." And then the thing works and it rebuilds Starscream to perfect condition. And he's like, "Oh, thank you, Megatron. I'm going to be the most loyal." And he's like, "Starscream, I only put you together so I could punish you." And he starts beating the mess out of Starscream. Like, beating the living mess out of him. I was like, wow.
That's
Then
that's Megatron for you.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not gonna kill you, Starscream. He's like, I'm gonna use you for what you were made for, and he transforms into his gun,
Yeah.
and he makes Starscream shoot like Astro Train, like he shoots him once, and then Soundwave's like, one shot was not enough. He still exists. He needs more. So Megatron's like, do it, Starscream. So he's like, blah 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 blah, and just obliterates Astro Train.
That's why I love Soundwave. So loyal.
Yo, it was amazing.
I'm actually picking my books up tomorrow, actually. God willing.
Yep, I got mine today.
Yeah.
In fact, they're sitting like right there. If you can see them.
Okay.
Speaking of, hold on.
Huh.
Did you get?
Hold on. Yeah.
Another big file this week. Did you get?
No.
Okay.
I did not get it.
What was that, Richard?
The blank
Oh, I didn't get the.
forces.
I got
I
the
can
issue.
check to see if they have it when I go up in there. No. Okay. So you wasn't here for that. I told Sam this. I went to my LCS. They had no Battle Beast whatsoever.
Really?
They sold out. My LCS opened up at 10 o'clock a.m. I got there at 11 o'clock. Sold out. So I gotta wait for
He doesn't
second.
hold stuff for you?
Yeah, but I didn't ask him for Battle Beast. I probably should have.
He should still hold stuff for you that he thinks you might buy.
Sometimes he does. Like there's been
Not
some
Battle
times. Yeah, because I didn't have nothing close to that. You know, relatable to that. Like,
Well, to be fair, Anthony, if we don't really tell Anthony, he doesn't hold it for us.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Steve.
Steve might if he
Yeah.
knows you like it.
yeah,
He's like, I saved you that. But
yeah, we don't have a Steve at my LCS. And that's okay. Not every LCS has a Steve.
No, they don't.
no, they don't.
This says that Steve is a very special person.
Steve is
And I can't wait to meet him one day.
This
I can't wait for you to meet him.
this
Heck
logo
yeah.
sucks. Why did we do Transformers?
Oh, I'm having a blast
I
right
am
now.
not. It's just
I
too many
am
straight
having-
lines.
I'm
I
having
love
fun
this
too
shit.
because I started scribbling. I'll show you guys at the end what I got here.
Okay. Okay, this is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
If you could own any Transformer toy, regardless of rarity or price, which one would it be and why? Y'all already know what mine's going to be. I'm still on the hunt for it. I had an opportunity to get it like 20 years ago, and I blew my chance. That's the G1 Soundwave figure with all the cassettes. That's what I want. That's it. I got a shrine over here of Soundwave, and I will show you, but I got to dust everything off and put some things fell over. Soon I will show y'all what I have. But yeah, G1 Soundwave.
I would have to say that I never had this figure. The G1 Optimus.
Oh, I had that.
I did not have that figure. I had like Rodimus. I had Ultra Magnus.
I didn't have Ultra Magnus or Rodimus, to be honest.
Megatron was the hardest figure though
That's the one I want.
to get.
That's what I had.
I didn't have that many Transformers to be perfectly honest with you. I had more GI Joes because GI Joe's like $2, $2.50.
Yeah,
Transformer, the cheap ones were like 10, 15.
yeah. I had Optimus, Megatron, and Mirage.
It was just a little weird because the Transformers, the toy,
Yeah,
it wasn't exactly like the cartoon.
no.
Like nowadays, they make those replicas that they look just like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Yeah.
But back then, it didn't really look like them at all. It was
Them
like,
kids
what?
don't know the difference.
They'll
It's
buy
like-
it.
They'll
Yeah.
buy it. They just use their imagination.
Well, I mean, and I love He-Man. Don't get me wrong, but if we're talking about that, like what He-Man looks like and what you actually got when you went to the store, I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah. I love T-Man. I
Yeah.
love T-Man. That was one of my
I had
favorite toys.
Castle Grayskull when I was growing up.
That was my favorite toy before G.I. Joe.
Really?
It was He-Man. Yep.
Really? Mine
I
was
don't know if I even
Transformers.
had any He-Man, to be honest with you.
It was
I
Transformers,
think I did.
G.I. Joe, then He-Man, and then Thundercats.
Mm.
Did you have the toys?
With Thundercat toys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't have any of those.
Yeah.
I had a couple of
I
those.
played with He-Man, but I don't think I owned any that I remember.
I had He-Man. I had He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms,
I watched the
Battlecat.
show all the time, but yeah, I don't think I had any.
Yeah, so my family, we were somewhat well off growing up, and then the crack epidemic hit, and it hit my family hard.
Oh,
Hmm.
jeez.
Yeah.
People taking the
Yeah.
Transformers back is what you're saying?
They disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah. So now that I'm adult, my goal is to get the ones that I had back
Mhm.
and share them with my son and teach him the value of these figures. Like he knows, he'll come in here and he'll see my bookshelf with all the action figures, and he knows that that's Dad's toys, not to touch them. Oh, just to let you know. So I bought this. I showed these guys before, but I did buy this. This is a Hot Wheels Optimus Prime, and I had to buy one. I had to buy one for myself, and I had to buy one for my son. So that way he won't steal mine. So
Yeah.
he has his, and he knows, hey, this one is Dad's. Don't touch it. And that's my last question. If y'all want me to go into my would you rather, I will.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
sure, why not?
Okay. This is
Okay.
mainly for Reacher Guy. But Sam, you can answer this. You know, you could live vicariously through Reacher Guy. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Would You Rather Referee Edition. Okay. Would you rather officiate the Super Bowl with a controversial last-minute call that decides the game, or a high school championship with 0 penalties but constant complaints from the parents?
So I've done one of those. Well, I guess I'd go Super Bowl because I haven't done that.
Okay. What about you, Sam?
But no complaints from the parents?
No,
Well-
but he's saying they're complaining the whole time, but there's nothing controversial happening in the game.
Yeah.
And what would I get rid of, or what I would keep? Like,
No,
Which one you rather
would
do?
you rather
Would you
do?
rather officiate a Super Bowl with a controversial last-minute call that decided the game, or would you referee a high school championship with 0 penalties but constant complaints from parents?
oh my goodness,
Yeah, see?
parents can be the worst sometimes.
The
Yeah.
worst.
I gotta tell you, you don't hear them half the time. Well, I don't. It's I've been doing it long enough; it becomes white noise.
I think I'd rather probably do the Super Bowl.
I got you.
Just knowing parents. Parents are relentless, bro.
Okay. Me myself, I would do the parents because I don't want to cost a organization millions of dollars because of my bad call.
Oh, whatever.
Would
Well, you
ra-
said controversial. You didn't say wrong.
True. Would you rather? would, would you rather wear a referee uniform for the '70s? Think short shorts and knee-high socks for an entire season, or futuristic neon gear from 2099?
Oh, the futuristic one.
What? Hell no, I'm going with the high socks. You don't know what the hell's gonna come out of 2099, bro.
I'll tell you this much.
They probably have
It's
their
gonna
butt
be-
cheeks
it's gonna
showing,
be
like
more
that's part of it.
comfortable. It's gonna be more, every time they update our uniform. I do soccer and lacrosse. Every time they update our uniforms, they're more comfortable. So they might come in some weird.
In
colors,
1999, 2099, we allowed the butt cheeks to be
Oh,
protruding
Lord.
out of the uniform. It allows
Oh,
for
Lord.
a coolant to happen during the game.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Would you rather be the sole referee in a game with no replay technology, or be a part of 10 referees where no one agrees on any call?
Oh, soul referee.
Yeah, me too. I'll go that route too.
Go to solo dolo.
Because
Okay.
I've almost done both of those too.
Yeah. Would you rather have a whistle that only works when you're calm, or one that never stops sounding no matter how hard you try to silence it?
So
What?
I would say, and this is not tooting my own horn. I've been doing this long enough that I very rarely get rattled. So I'll go
Gotcha.
with the calm because I'm usually calm anyway.
I go the route too.
Gotcha. And my last, would you rather? 'Cause I know you got a couple of two. What you got? This
I
is my
got
last
two.
one.
Yeah, I only have
So
two.
you could jump in after this one. Would you rather officiate a game where every player is a former professional athlete with a massive ego, or a game where every player is a first timer with no understanding of the rules?
So, say that again one more time. Hold on.
Sure.
I'm just trying to.
Sure. Would you rather officiate a game where every player is a former professional athlete with a massive ego, or a game where every player is a first timer with no understanding of the rules?
Is it what kind of game? Or is it like just a pickup game, or is it like a competitive game? That's what I'm saying.
Is a competitive game.
I'll go with the professional players.
Okay. You could deal with the massive egos.
You'd be surprised. I've done it enough. Plus, once they get to a certain level, everyone knows what the foul is. They're all just trying to earn stuff that you're like, get out
Yeah.
of there.
What about you, Sam?
And then that's when I go, you come over here again, and we're gonna have a conversation that involves a color.
Yeah, I go with the ego ones because oh God, people that don't know how to play the game,
There's a lot more whistleblowing.
oh, it'd be horrible. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing?
That's all my would you rathers. You could go ahead and knock yours out.
Do we want to do covers first?
Oh yeah. Let's do cover first, then we do would you rathers.
Yeah, like I said, I only have two, so.
All right, let's spin for this duck.
And
First.
mine are weird.
I've seen yours.
15 seconds. So light our darkest hour. 15, 14,
Mike, you better win this.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw. Space collectibles.
Maybe next time, just for Michaels.
All right. And then our last duck is going to be worth 2. Bumblebee.
Hey,
Bumblebee.
Yay!
Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. Yeah, let me make this right. Okay, there we go. Bumblebee, it's at the bottom. All right. And you want to see covers, you said?
let's go to the
Yeah.
covers.
All right. We have up first the green shirt guys covers.
I love this cover.
I do too.
There's a lot going on. It's dynamic.
Yes.
I think all of mine are from the current ones.
Mine too.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover.
Because I didn't actively collect the older versions.
Sam's got like 3 of this one.
More than you know, my friend. More than you know. Here's another one of Green Shirt Guys covers.
I really like that one.
This one is great because it
Wait.
almost like, oh yeah, remember the movie?
What
Yeah,
issue is this?
We're teasing you with that again.
That's issue 6 of the new series.
Is that cover A?
Yes.
I don't know if I have
Oh
this
wow.
one. Like I have 6, I just don't know if I have that cover.
I have that cover there. I'm a cover A guy.
I'm a which cover I like.
Oh, and also in the latest Transformers issue, they introduced Doc from G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very, very cool. And then Green Shirt Guys, the last one is
Got which
this
one?
this one
Yeah,
right
this
here.
is dope too.
I like this one too.
Yeah, this one, Sam.
Of course.
I like this
I
one. I like the
almost was
fact
gonna
that
Something similar to this with my cover, but
I like this. I like the fact that his lights are on his chest. I think that's pretty cool.
I was gonna do something similar to this and then have it be Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, but I couldn't find decent pictures of them to render with. So I was like, all right,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we have C-Bizzle's covers.
Mhm.
First one from Dreamwave.
I've had
That's
that.
That's that Pat Lee, bro.
I had that in my shrine for the longest. Like,
Listen.
and I still have this.
Yo, when Dreamwave dropped Transformers, there had been no other Transformers comic book since Marvel Comics' G2, Generation 2 reboot. They got Pat Lee, and when the first issue came out, and it looked just like the animated show, but like in more detail, it was phenomenal, bro. It was phenomenal.
Yep.
I don't know what happened to them over there, but they were building a nice little Transformers universe. And then Don Figueroa came and did Transformers for them as well. And his was incredible. Like all the artwork out of Dreamwave for Transformers was incredible. Incredible. But then something happened and they just stopped making them. Something happened with Pat Lee, and I don't know exactly the story, but
They stopped paying him.
I don't know what happened. But they just stopped, and I was like, "Oh my god, this was the best!" And then IDW got the rights, and they started making Transformers stuff. IDW made a lot of Transformers comics.
Yeah.
I think they made like 2 universes.
Yeah.
Two different universes.
Yeah, but I really love this cover a lot. You know, got all his cassettes out. And you know I'm a sucker for white backgrounds.
I know you are.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Your other one is this one, Transformers 2 from the new
white background.
Again.
I love this cover. That one was. I replaced it with the first one. That got replaced with this one, and I said, "Oh, this is gorgeous."
Nice.
Laserbeak right there, Ravage. Yes,
Laserbeak, Ravage. And your final cover is this one from the new line. Mm-hmm.
That was also on my shrine as well. Oh, gotta love Soundwave.
Laserbeak was legit though, bro.
Facts.
Laserbeak was legit.
Let me add Laserbeak to my underrated list as well.
Yeah. Laserbeak.
Oh, Laserbeak.
Yeah, so those are covers. All right, so we're nearing toward the back end. Let me pull up you guys' drawings a little more. Let's see,
I know. Richard, I got some Would You Rather's.
Oh yeah, I got 2 left. I got 2, and they're weird.
Hold on. Let me just fix this real quick. Make sure, guy, don't say a word. Don't say a word. Okay.
Came out way better than
You guys are good. You guys are good now.
Okay.
Okay. Again, weird, but stay with me. Would
Okay,
you rather fart loudly, like people can hear it in the other room, every time you pee? Or would you rather pee a little bit every time you sneeze?
Oh, fart.
You trying to die? You trying to...
I'll do that now. I fart loud.
I'll do the farting one, bro, because the sneezing while you pee thing, that's just insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's an easy one for me.
You feel like, oh no.
Tickle, tickle. Especially like if you like imagine wearing some something gray or khaki and you sneeze. You know, or I've noticed because I know people in my own family, they have multiple sneezes in a row.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's it.
Could you imagine? Just keep sneezing and peeing on yourself? No, give me the fart.
Facts.
At least I'm already in the bathroom.
Or are you?
Or if I'm standing in the urinal, hey, I'm in the bathroom. I let it rip.
Okay. Would you? And then the other one is: would you rather have and would you rather have really long nipple hairs or really long toe hair, but you can only wear open-toed shoes?
Wait.
I'll take the toe hair. I don't want Kamari to run scared from long nipple hair.
Wait. You know what? Just give me the nipple hairs.
There you go.
I don't care. Let's let them shine.
Would you braid them?
Hell yeah. Matter of fact, I'll put them in some. I'll make some Jerry curls out of them.
There you go.
That's much better. And that's all his Would You Rather.
All I got.
We can't really see what you're drawing there, Green Shirt Guy.
Okay. Can you see it now? I can't see my camera, so I don't know what you're saying.
You have to move your camera south.
Yeah, I see the name.
Because your cover is like at the bottom where your name is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, like your camera's whatever you're drawing, your camera is the next. It's getting whatever's above it.
Well, what I'm saying is I can't see what you're seeing.
I'm looking on his.
I can't adjust it.
Yeah, I'm looking on his. He only sees me and my artwork and you. Can you can you see his screen, Sam?
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
See it now?
Yeah.
I see it now.
I don't know if I like it. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Heck yeah, you will. Because you're a green shirt guy.
Yeah. Can you see the blue lines or no?
No. Well, a little bit. A little bit. I can't. I just gotta wipe my monitor off.
You're an idiot, Starscream.
I'm impressed the fact that you could do Soundwave's voice pretty well. That's what impresses me.
Soundwave superior, Constructicons inferior.
Destructicons, they were great too.
They actually had the voice in Michael Bay's Transformers.
Oh yeah?
They brought that original guy back for, I think it was the second movie. First or second movie.
Were y'all on the side of people that didn't like Michael Bay's Transformers, or the ones that did like Michael Bay's Transformers?
I like the first Transformers, and the third one was alright.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of the rest of them.
I did not see all of them.
Like, the Age of Extinction felt like a commercial money grab. The Last Night, I don't even know what they were thinking with The Last Night, bro. Like, and what's sad is that Michael Bay wasn't supposed to direct The Last Night,
Yeah.
and at the last minute he says, "Oh, I want to direct it," and gave us that hot garbage.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh, he peed a little.
Bless you, but Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, I like those a lot. The beginning of Bumblebee was the best live action Transformers ever.
That's why I always keep hearing.
Ever. That shot in the Transformers the movie animated where Optimus like explodes and jumps and transforms. That classic, they do that live action.
Well,
That was amazing.
Oh, here come a Green Guy moment.
Mhm.
they didn't do a live action because there's no such thing as a Transformer.
Well, you know what I mean. Come on.
That's true. That's truly a Green Guy moment right there.
Come on.
I'll find one in this week's movie. I haven't watched it yet though, and I liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it forever. There's a guy that I used to work with. It's not the brightest, whatever in the bunch, but he would come into work every morning because we would start at 4 in the morning. He would come in every morning. He's like, "Good morning." He'd yell, "Good morning, Vietnam." What time is it? It's 0400. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. You do it just about every day.
I'm not a good morning person.
No, I am not either. That's why
I'm
I
a
don't talk to
morning-
people.
But the thing is, I'm a morning person. I don't mind getting up early. I'm not a good morning person. Like I don't want to go around saying good morning to everybody.
Oh, that's the thing. Is people are like, "Oh, you're just mean in the morning." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I don't talk to people because I know I will be. So I just don't talk to anybody. It's not you specifically. I just don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't like talking to anybody.
When I get to work in the morning, like everybody wants to say hi, and I'm just like,
Hey, yeah, that's how I am.
It's like it's 6:30 in the morning. Let's remember what time it is, people.
And I'm the one in charge of the good morning messages.
I do manage to say good morning to the kids though. Every kid that comes like good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Like, beautiful.
And some of them appreciate it. Like, oh, good morning, Mr. Roland. Yeah, how are you? Good morning. Good morning.
What subject do you teach again?
Oh, I don't teach. I'm a
No.
I'm a guard.
He's not shaping the mind of tomorrow.
Oh. But I
What
mean,
are you trying to say, Greaser guy?
I'm saying you're a teacher. All I'm saying.
cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded, boy.
No.
I have a different interaction with them. I'm the person that they can come to after that. You know what I mean? Like to get away from that type of thing.
I agree.
Some people don't want, they're like, oh, we shouldn't have conversations. I'm like, yeah, but I have relationships with my kids, so if you want your
Yeah.
place to run smooth, you gotta have relationships with these kids.
Yep.
Simmer down, Diddy.
Whoa,
Lord.
Yeah.
whoa.
Just
Hey,
did it.
yo.
Just
Hey,
did it.
yo. Yeah.
Remember the jokes? Remember, Greaser guy? These jokes.
There was a guy at work today that I know he was kidding around because he was telling me later because there was another guy next to us that he was just trying to get a rise out of. He goes, Diddy's innocent. Free Diddy. And he was doing it like all morning. It was really funny. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what do you think? I'm like, well, I'll say this much. The federal government doesn't bring a case against you unless it's a slam dunk because they never want to have egg on their face. So if they're bringing a case, you're done.
And the fact that it's a RICO case.
There's that too.
Yeah.
You're going away for a long time.
Yep. So I'm gonna be dealing in that Diddy.
What I would say, what I said too, is I'm surprised at this point. He, the cameras didn't go out in his cell, and he's, unalived himself magically.
Right. Are we gonna run our last duck or
Yes,
bumblebee?
Yes, sir. Do we want to show what we got so far though? Says
Yeah, 'cause I'm like,
we'll make the duck the last thing we do.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Should I do it? Where's my camera? Let me do it like this.
There you go. Sound wave. Very nice.
Come out better than I thought.
That is very nice. I like
Thank you.
makes the glass, the little lines that make the glass. It's very nice.
Yes, sir.
And then green shirt guys, Optimus Prime. What are you putting on the other side, green shirt guy?
So, Optimus Prime is on his knees with his hands behind his back, and Megatron's standing behind him with his gun basically at his head.
Why are you gonna do Optimus Prime so dirty?
I have a little sketch that I was doing while y'all was there.
Show us.
Let me make my thing a little bigger. Pause. Yeah.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm today's years old to know that you got some drawing skills, my friend.
I dabble a little bit.
That's not a little bit. That's more than a little bit.
I dabble. It's tough for me to draw like a whole thing. I really like drawing like heads and stuff like that.
Why do you think I just stuck with the from the shoulders up? The shoulders down. I am not doing the whole body. This show will be five or 6 hours long. Yeah, this show will be 5 or 6 hours long. I ain't trying.
I did.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I'm pissed
Thank you,
off.
Gar. Gar Huang.
Cups of really good, man. All right, let's spin for this last duck and send these people home. Before that though, I gotta make a couple announcements.
Yes.
How come Optimus Prime doesn't have wiper blades on the front of him?
That is wait.
It'd be like wiper blade nipples, but I get that. But like,
I think he does.
He does.
Yeah, I don't see him in any of the reference I have. Does not have him on there.
He's supposed to, because I've seen a few with it.
Yeah. It's on this. Yeah, it's on his Hot Wheel
All right.
Yeah.
right there.
Next in 2 weeks, Film the Blanks episode number 9. We're doing Yo-Joe.
Question:
Yes.
will you be our host for that show?
Yes, I'll be back for that one too.
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta do G.I. Joe.
So,
yes, sir.
are you gonna do Cobra or are you gonna do the Joe logo?
Oh, that's right. I do got both. That's a good question. I'll let you know. I'll let you know by next week.
Okay.
Because whatever
so
one
I
you,
think
whatever
I'm
one I
gonna do
do,
Cobra, but if you want,
oh, you want to do
I
Cobra?
think I might do Cobra because I have one that's kind of half done as it is. I might just.
Okay, I'll go Joe.
It's sketched out, but like it's not on here. Like
I have a Joe in
fully
mind that I
sketched.
want to draw. Yeah, I could do Joe.
What was I gonna ask? Still shooting around that 8:30 mark, or will it be different? in 2 weeks?
What week? What's the date on that?
May 29th.
I don't know yet.
All right,
I
Okay.
will
that's
know probably sooner than normal because the season's about to end. Sectionals start next week. Sectional finals I think are that night, but I might be getting an earlier game, so it may not even be an issue. But if not, I'll let you know.
All
Okay.
right. We'll keep it loose. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. New Comic Book Day episode 142 has dropped. Make sure you go check it out. That's our number one show serialized, our main shtick, where we film at the comic shop and have skits and show our new comics, a lot of conversation. It's just real fun. It's just for those of you that want to get the feel of being in a comic book shop. You know what I mean? You don't get to go be in a comic book shop. We provide that. And I think we're one of the few, very, very few that does that on the YouTube. So
I
you
agree.
enjoy that and you want that feeling, go watch New Comic Book Day. It's every week. But the latest episode is up. Sunday, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific, we're doing Good Morning Vietnam, the last of my 2025 season of Actors trilogy, Robin Williams. Make sure you tune in at 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific, and we'll go over that movie and all the film and box office news. Then on Monday is New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, episode 142. We got some Superman Unlimited coming out. We got Hulk coming out. He's going against Thor, Vision, and Scarlet Witch coming out. We're going to go over all the new keys, all the new books that are coming out, and give you chances to win ducks for that as well. Then next Wednesday is Council of Comics Live. It's our community hangout where we have fun. We put our little link up there, and you guys can come join us in that, and you can be on the live. Episode 4 on Wednesday, May 21st, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you tune in for that. And a couple videos that we have up. Free Comic Book Day is up. It was a fun day. We had some artists there. It was Anthony's birthday as well.
Thank you so much.
So go check that out. That's up. And Sinner Spoiler Review is up. And also dropping Saturday is going to be our Thunderbolt spoiler review. So make sure you check that out as well. Tons and tons of content, ladies and gentlemen. Tons and tons of content. So make sure you tune in for all that. All right. It's time. 4. There's only 4 of you. Only 4? All right. Let me put the Transformers music back on. You get 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13. Put it in the comments. 12, 11, 10, 9. Oh, hold on, C-Bizzle. I can't hear a word you're saying. No, I don't think it's you. Go ahead.
There we go.
Nah, I hear you now.
Yep.
Green Shirt Guy, do I hear you? No.
No.
Put your mic on, Green Shirt Guy, for
Your phone.
Your phone. Say something.
Hello.
All right,
Yep.
There you go. There you go. You're good. All right. Let's get it cracking, ladies and gentlemen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw!
If Poppy Castro wins this,
Garfwong! Congratulations, Garfwong. You got 2.
you see when people compliment us, you get ducks.
Listen, Garfwong won his month with 1 duck.
1 duck, yeah, you're right.
Now imagine what he'll
One
do
duck
with
duck.
2. All right, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in on Sunday. That's our next day that we're going live. Film Box Office News, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. All right. So for myself, for C-Bizzle, for Green Shirt Guy, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes?